Hey guys, welcome back to X2Z Garage, and in this episode me and my dad are going to be putting on the reddish orange stripe back on the old 87 GT. I'm just using a different background because the old one was getting kind of boring, and thought I'd be creative. So let's go ahead and step into the pole barn and get that orange stripe on there.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to bring this car back to the 80s. Right now with this paint job, it's kind of like a modern monotone color. Originally it had this color stripe all the way around the molding. It's called an orange-red fluorescent. So we're going to fill all those little cavities there with this stripe, and you guys can come along with us, and it's going to really make the car look a lot different. It's still kind of dirty. I rinsed it off, and in order to get the sticker to properly adhese, I don't know if that's the right word, we're going to use this Windex to clean off the areas before we put it on. It should make it stick really well and keep from peeling back. So join us in a second and you get to watch it. Alright, like we said, we're going to use a little bit of this window washing fluid to just clean out that little channel. I can use a lot, so I sprayed it directly on the cloth. And if we left that on there, it would probably dry and make it stick harder. But you never know, we might have to peel that off someday. I don't want to make it permanent, kind of semi-permanent. And we're going to peel this back. Kind of rough eyeball measure it. Well, they give you quite a bit in this roll, so as long as I make this, everybody, you want to pull that paper off that? As long as I make this slightly longer, I should be okay. All right, you want to hold the end of that? I'm just going to kind of cut it right here. That's going to unspool quite a bit. All right, so kind of a safe place because these things will cut you pretty quick. Yeah, pretty sharp.
Yeah.
All right. So let's peel this edge back. Get this tape off of there.
Oh, okay.
But you could hold on to that for me. Kids these days, you know. This is one simple thing, like put that on their arm. And all right, so I want to line that edge up. We don't want to push it hard. We always want to get it on there so we can kind of line it up as we go, because if you don't get it on there straight, it's going to look kind of silly. Once I get it on there the rest of the way, I'll press it down. Make sure there's no bubbles in it. You can already see a dramatic effect of this.
That looks good. I like it.
It definitely makes it pop. That's for sure. And this is the hard part. You don't want to cut the paint. You just want to kind of follow that contour. Not sharp enough yet. Sharp enough of an edge. Alright, I'm going to pull that up and trim it the rest of the way. Alright, so we're not going to bore you with doing the entire car. We'll kind of show you
as we
after. Go. And I think you're going to see quite a difference. But since this is new paint, we want to be real careful. Yeah. Because I don't feel like having the car painted again. It's expensive and time consuming. And
time to be without a nice fox.
I'll just rubber down.
Ta-da!
You can kind of get a general idea what it's going to look like. Then we'll go around the rest of the car and we'll let you see a side here in a second.
And that looks good on camera.
It's going to pop, that's for sure.
Alrighty, after about 10 minutes, we got just the side done. All the way down. We still got to do the back bumper and the front bumper, and then the other side completely. So,
yeah, we'll show you what it looks like after we're all done. And it's going to be quite the contrast. You can post a picture before and after at the end of the video, and you'll kind of get the idea.
Yep.
Retro 80s. Back in style.
Alright, back to work. Alrighty, so we are
almost done.
Yeah, just finishing up the front.
We're doing the hardest part now. we're doing the front, which has a lot of different angles. And it's curved, so you got to kind of do some stretching of the material and try not to wrinkle it at the same time and not get too far ahead of yourself, or you'll be peeling it all right back off.
Yeah.
So you'll get to see it here in a second when we make this turn, because I don't know if you can tell the contour of this front end swoops down. It swoops down to this edge and then it swoops up. So when we try to make this turn, you can see it's not a straight shot. So we got to kind of start stretching it back here. I use this finger on the bottom edge to try to stretch the tape as I'm coming across without wrinkling the top, because wrinkles look like heck. Let's put it on PG. So I'm going to try to stretch this edge. Doesn't help that it's not exactly that warm out here right now either. If it was summertime, I think we'd have a better stretch than what we got going on right now. So if I can get around that hard curve.
The GoPro randomly shut off, so.
Yeah, sorry. You can see me struggling, but there was a lot of stretching, pulling off, stretching, pulling off. And now the final cut. If my assistant had his razor blade with him, I wouldn't be trying to rip this open while I'm holding on to the tape. Alright, here we go. Last cut. You don't want to press hard because I do not feel like cutting into this paint. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. That is
I can do this
1980s
without the camera turning off.
It's got a little more pop to it.
She is back and ready for summer.
Back in 1987, many folks would have seen, some of you were alive and seen these cars back then. But they had more than one tone to them. Some of them had 3 tones. They had an upper color, side sticker color, and then the whole bottom could have been gray. That seemed to be the typical
silver
tri-tone. Yeah, silver. But I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially from the distance. Get back here and look at it. I was always told when I was young to watch out for things that had bright, contrasting colors, because that was usually dangerous. And I think that was why Ford kind of did it with this color combo, because it sticks out. And this color combo, without something bright on it, you get cut off a lot. I think it just blends into the background. People don't see it, don't think it's as close as it is. This is, I think it looks sharp. It's not for everybody. My wife doesn't agree. Doesn't like those colors. If you buy one of these stickers, you'll have about 4 left when you're done. So use it sparingly, try to make precise cuts, or you have to work on the roll of it. What do you think, buddy?
I like it.
Does it meet your taste for a Gen Z?
Yeah, it does. I like it. That was my favorite Fox bodies, is the GT Convertible.
Yeah, they look sharp.
My favorite color combo would have been the metallic blue with the blue stripe and the silver bottom.
I like these convertibles because they look low to the ground, even though it's stock type. The ground effects really make it look pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of gangster looking. Maybe next video we'll take it out for a spin and let you hear what it sounds like rolling down the road. We've had just a thaw lately. It's still probably only 30 degrees outside, but the ground's drying up, so I'll be more willing to take it out on the road once the salt's gone.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you for joining us on this episode of X2Z Garage, and if you want, you can go check out our other content. Just click our icon below and it'll take you right to it. Like, subscribe, and all that, and have a great day.
See you next time.